Touchdown. I pull the script, you boys get hit. Straight on 10, I live for the shit. Gotta take heat, I pray don't slip. They watch, they plotting, I see through they sin. I told the script, you don't get it slit. He hold his neck, he's suffocating. I steady be flexing, they feeling so sick. I feel like a Karen, the way I be lit.
Green team when we step on the scene clean. All these haters, they really tryna be weak. I'm thinking how can it defeat me? If I'm strong on the low and they meet me. Jordan drop fire in BC. If you win on that, my name is Nimi. I get lit and I ain't gonna regret it. More power is about to get hit.
Don't look at my wrist. Or you gon' go blind, you taking a risk. I'm filthy rich. You know that I'm this shit and you pissed. I'm making them sick. I look for the ups, I had on my list. They cannot resist. He's trying to escape, but I give him the biz. The Saints gon' sit on the throne. These dogs ain't getting no bone. They gon' bring me the diamonds and gold. I'm a floss cause I'm in my zone. The Saints gon' sit on the throne. These dogs ain't getting no bone. They gon' bring me the diamonds and gold. I'm a floss cause I'm in my zone.
Yo, man, what's up? Why they keep playing with the team?
I don't know, man.
They ain't know that we dream team?
I guess not.
Let's go. Yo, stop playing.
Just let them know.
Let's get it.
My whip be a horse, no Rory. I'm switching the lanes, no Tory. So hot, just coming safari. I'm ice out, look at the glory. My ops gon' bow before me. Talk shit, then it's gon' be gory. Road dogs pulled up with a big strap. Real killers so cold, I ain't sorry. Me and BZ know we go way back. In the basement, whipping the playback. Mistakes I done pay for my sins, though. Took L's, now I'm coming for payback. These rats better know I don't play that. All the shit they talk, get traced back. Excalibur, look how I slay that. Like bad boy, take that, take that. For all you haters out there, I know you wanted me to fall, but Elohim got my back, and I'm strapped, and I'm strapped, and I'm
Let's go. Fresh,
Opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah, he opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah. Times a day, I send him up, hoping that Raphael pick him up. Fill up his plate till he had enough. To the Lord, make the nations drink the cup. Can't wait for destruction. Yeah, I know that we struggle. But it ain't for nothing. Make it eat 'em, press the button. Ishmael turn to nothing. Moab carry a bucket. Amalek melt like an oven. Ammon have to feel the judgment. The Lord judge them all in public. And no, I can't wait for it. They gon' have to pay for it. I pray that I'm safe, Lord. Let's go. I go to the Father by facing the land. Jerusalem, holy, complete, not planned. We measure the city, but not like a man, but an angel of God. United we stand. I call on the Lord and I'm praying for vengeance. I hope that it reaches the golden censer. Beam me up. I can't wait till they kingdoms up. Watch as the heathen double dutch when them nukes come across the ocean front. Praying daily for destruction of it. See the look on their faces, you gotta love it. Fix your face so it's fire, beloved. Nobody does it like Judah does it. Eternal blaze is the ending of it. And to enter them gates is what I covet. We gone. He opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah, he opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah.
Send us some prayers, they fly. Hoping Messiah can hear them on high. Vengeance, I can't even lie. I look at these heathens and want them to fry. I look up the Abba and hollow, Father, I need all these demons to die. For Satan perpetuated hatred daily, I want all their babies to cry. The way that they treated us, they wore out the saints, defeated us. Robbed the land, they depleted us. All these dead bodies, they deleted us. So they gotta be punished for all of their evil assumptions. To fight against God, he breaking them down with that iron and rod. I know you don't like the odds, but we gotta get even. Morning and noon plus one in the evening. Prayers don't cease, it's always a reason. Earth made for the salt, my God like it's seasoned. Breaking their leases, the world is ours. All this space made for the stars. Lord, heal my wounds, please heal these scars. Hear my petition, please hear my cause. The dragon's claws ain't as sharp as the sword. Plucking strings, yeah, I'm striking the chord. Christ the King, yeah, that's my Lord. 144, no, we keep it scored. You can check the books, yeah, it's all in the records. Making diamonds so we up out of pressure. Watch his back, it ain't hard to tell. Prayers in the mail, ask Raphael. Woo!
He opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah, he opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael.
We praying for vengeance and sinning, that sentence or penance is penning, that's just how he pen it. Waiting for fire, his people require it, this is the prophecy from the beginning. But wait, send up the prayers that the people escape. Not a new angle, just switch up 2 letters, then watch how them angels will be at them gates. That's why ain't no time for the heathen, the base is done. That judgment is written, the payment is given, the wages of sinners is bombs. Burning the sense of the hearers, ironic, Esau trying to censor them sons. Just cause they know we them ones. Just gotta wait for his son. To them we just praying, so Raphael send up the message, our kingdom to come. We gon' keep pushing again and again and again and again till this mission is done. Sick of captivity, he will avenge us. I'm having these visions of seeing them run. Promise was given, destroying the system that Edom has given without needing guns. Even in curses, the scriptures is written that Israel's people have already won. Look, something to think on. This a new theme song. Israel, my team strong. It's just a matter of time till we meet in the air. Getting the victory, giving in promises, keeping commandments, and don't forget prayer.
He opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah, he opened the seventh seal and there was silence in heaven. I saw an angel stand at the altar, we praying for violence from heaven. The incense smoke mixed with our prayers, what a delightful smell. Golden censer, golden altar, call it Raphael. Yeah.
50 comics mixtape.
Yeah. Check. Yeah. Look. When the war is done, my God left a smoke in the air. He done try to run. He see the hunters, he shaking in fear. Taking your land, splitting the ends, we the heirs. Got an iron, I'm coming with heat to press him. He gotta see the sears. He gotta see the sears. They gotta see us, yeah. They gotta see the sears. Got an iron, I'm coming with heat to press him. He gotta see the sears. Took 12 to the head, now I'm back from the dead. Domes harder than a flint with all that lead. Made my forehead strong like Ezekiel said. If these cat won't smoke like Doja, paint his town red. Immortal bodies from the rapture. Flesh and bones torn from the rapture. Still black, Kodak moment camera couldn't capture. I'm back, crooked ways make straight, no chiropractor. Silver cord ripped, spine made loose. Colombian tie, hang him with a noose. Burn him up, watch him bubble like a goose. At Esau heads, we casting our shoes. Rod of iron, golden bowl broken. Ecclesiastes 12, picture leaking, blood soaking. Cut off his wheel, leave him heartbroken. Holding a two-edged sword, that's the word spoken.
The devil is loose and I got the truth, and I ain't the only one with it. 143, 999 brothers, we all in the spirit. You be surprised the power you harness when you see a God in the mirror. You be surprised the power you harness when you know that sky's the limit. We beat expectations, we know that they hate it, just look at the look on their faces. We came in a spaceship, left in a spaceship, laughing at them if they chase it. The earth's in the hands of the wicked, but you know that we gonna take it. The nation and kingdom that won't serve us will be utterly wasted.
When the war is done, my God left a smoke in the air. He didn't try to run, he sheet up hundreds, you shaking in fear. Taking your land, splitting the ends, we the heirs. Got an iron, I'm coming with heat to press him. He gotta see the sears. He gotta see the sears. They gotta see us, yeah. They gotta see the sears. Got an iron, I'm coming with heat to press him. He gotta see the sears.
The God is back. Woke up, now we back with a vengeance. The God is black. Melanated with a heavenly image. You out of whack. You think carnal weapons working against us. Your bones will crack. When that rod of iron split open your fists, I got time today. Meditate on your pride today. And all them vain words you've been talking, and you gon' cry today. For 1,000 years, I'ma make sure that you don't pine away. My God wants you to feel it, and all this anger we with it.
Crooked letter, I see serpents, I'ma pull plugs in an instant. Could've died in the trenches, now these bones alive for the vengeance. Cool, calm, collected, been resurrected, time to relieve the tension. Calling us Africans, calling us engines. Hit the gas, put his face on the engine. Skin, melt, flame, put some respect on my name. We got the power with God, beat on these heaters, I need me a ride. They want the freedom, we giving them jobs. Make Israel great again, campaign, never slaves again. Safe to say we ain't making friends, taking Edom's world just to make it in.
When the war is done, my God left a smoke in the air. He see the hundreds, he shaking it.
You came and died for me. It's just the love you have. Straight out of Calvary, yeah. It's just the love you have. Rose after Friday, amazing. You never doubted me. It's just the love you have
For me.
Yeah, me up. Made a life decision, got them looking funny. Now they don't want me around me. Cutting folks out like the leaves on a tree. Cause I be 10 toes deep. Wasn't for the Lord, I probably never found me. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be stuck on Pine Street. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd probably out by 6. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be stuck in that mix.
Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be down like shit. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be on my ass. Just back then, couldn't pay my rent. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be on my ass. It's okay, grab my hand. That's what he told me, he had a plan. I remember then I had no chance, but I looked up and I got an advance. I was trying to fight all the sins on me, okay. Sin rubbed off on me. I was trying to get it, I was down like feet. I was going hard at the mud, and that old man I don't claim no more. Listen when you talk, when you open doors. Standing by the sea on the ocean floor. Trapping on a wave phone. Miles away from home. Miles and miles away. Till I heard a little voice that came in to say Deuteronomy 28, turn to the page. Then I flipped to the script, what does it say? Yeah, you stuck in this position because of your ways. Yeah, Maya, what you say? What do you say? Ay.
Made a life decision, got them looking funny. Now they don't want me around me. Cutting folks out like the leaves on a tree. Cause I be 10 toes deep. Wasn't for the Lord, I probably never found me. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be stuck on Pine Street. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd probably out by 6. Wasn't for the Lord, I'd be stuck in that mix.
Just when you thought it was over, we're still striving for greatness. Let's go. Lonely road and it's evident. Righteousness, I need more of it. That light shine in the firmament, the instruments of heaven, a token of my inheritance. For if those ordinance vanish, then the earth lose balance. Gotta teach new standards, the whole planet out of course. Yeah, we cause much damage, and when the salt loses savor, then the true taste vanish. I imagine a place of rest where my enemies perish, where I'm awarded 10 cities for my servants to manage. Arrayed in ultra pure gold with precious stones in the mantle, with a two-edged sword. Victory to my Lord, one nation under God, that we on one accord. So I press forward while the chariot soar. Nothing left to explore, cause the kingdom awaits, ready to meet my fate when I get to them gates.
Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, just take me to that great place. Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, let's go there. Take me to that great place.
City on a hill can't be hidden. Ain't no secret garden, no, this knowledge ain't forbidden. Speak it to him openly, knowing we've been forgiven. Chosen the elect Zion, and don't forget it. It's redemption to the 12. We've been looking for the kingdom since Acts 1. Read verse 6 and step back some. He didn't give me space, bow down, no, we gon' act up. Cut him till the clouds come down and we get backed up. Get that? Open your mind, open your ears, open your eyes. Under oppression, but over the lies. Nation despised and not desired. They want my demise, but I got a God, and he black like the scripture described. Levels of elevation and segregation. Read Revelation, we want separation. Only way to really see the destination. Designated for the holy seed since before creation. Heaven's gates waiting for the patient. Saints.
Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, just take me to that great place. Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, let's go there. Take me to that great place. Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, just take me to that great place.
Baby daddy, baby mama, stuck in the middle lane, that's for this. So much drama. I blame myself for you leaving daddy. So much trauma. Gunshots rang out daily. A long summer. In the winter we ain't have coats. Snowy days but we ain't have boots. A father's presence, a mother's love. It's like we couldn't never have both. A lost soul that's in need of saving. I pray to God for a better day. I find solace in the Holy Scriptures, cause I know that it's the only way. This is the sounds of oppression. 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 I need a blessing.
Daddy, did you even try to stay with us? Baby mama, she didn't make it easy on ya. Sorrows is all I ever felt growing up. Now I'm grown, but I feel like I'm 5 when I think how you started a new life without us. Missing you, missing us. A family crumbled to dust. Was it worth it? Do you hurt like we're hurting now? These are our circumstances. Only this milk that I'm sipping on can correct it. Only the word of God. Forgive my daddy for walking away from us. for her rage when she drank too much. Forgive them, please, 'cause they ain't ever daddy too. No child that they suffered abuse.
This is the sounds of oppression. 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 I need a blessing.
Trauma bonded with another. Why I do it? Why you do it? And I spent my last on another. Why I do it? Why you do it? It's amazing how looking for liberation cost me freedom. And the demons never stayed when I need them. When the rent due, thrown off, blown off by my own people. This oppression birth another non-believer. I just wanna feel real. But I'm getting numb to the high. Think I shed the last tear that I could cry. Question if it's best I die. Spirit dead inside. I just wanna rest. Hard to pass when I'm put to this test. The after effects got me not wanting to even see what's next. But deep down I wanna beat what's best. God's son, God's word, how I cope. I'm a prisoner of hope. Ain't been afloat since we got off the boat. Lord set me free.
Of oppression. This is the sounds of oppression. This is the sounds of oppression. This is the sounds of oppression. I need a blessing.
Hey, okay, living legends. Sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting. Okay, living legends. Sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting.
Mazel tov. Tails gonna explode with the Molotov. Fox gon' burn, we gon' set it off. Ishmael wild man, he gon' let it off. So give him this verse, you can let him scoff. Moab thought he had us since we in the dragon. 1,000 years bound, we released the Kraken. Have him running back for safety like we playing Madden. Pull the carpet from the nations, no, this ain't Aladdin.
We got the island on lockdown. Prophets, we all on your block now. From St. Lucia to Antigua, hit 6 islands, touchdown. See how we hitting the scoreboard. Praising my God, he the warlord. We'd have had a perfect 10 if we had hit like 4 more. Heard they watching TV, we gon' make them sit calm. Got a radio show on the go, know it's on. Whether they a Rastafari or they quoting the Quran. With my deacon get the teaching, they defeated and they gone.
Living legends, sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting. Okay, living legends, sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting.
Going to war, my life in the line, we busting the islands. Pops of God, we better than diamonds. Spirit of Christ, spirit of Judah. Putting up purple, it come with a price. My God is the light, but he coming tonight. We making waves. Number 7, talk about work, but it's my perfection. God's on earth, we live in legend. Bahamas, St. Thomas, etc. Damn near the whole world. Gotta be dumb if you ever could think you can mess with us.
Damn near the whole world. Gotta be dumb if you ever could think you can mess with us.
We living legends, we superheroes. Make them villains sick, they possess with patient zero. No, we can't quit, we be the prophets. On a boat, but we take off like rockets. Coast to coast, nations getting smoked. Don't care if that's on cold, because that's just how it's rolled. See, I got my lethal weapon. With the hand I'm backing, boy, I'm about to teach a lesson. Go out like a living legend.
It started back in 03. The bishop hit the street, there wasn't no guarantee. Was hard work on concrete till the job was complete. Ain't no action like Jackson. We do this for the blacks in the Latins that asking about eternity. In their history untold, we reveal it from the new and the old. Living legends foretold. Preach. See them people from the east. Revelations 18 and 24. Babylon about to blow. Sit back and watch it grow. See prophecy unfold. Sit back and watch it grow. Babylon about to blow.
Hey, okay, living legends. Sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting. Okay, living legends. Sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting.
Drop the anger, it's getting heavy. They tried to rip us, but the scriptures turned them to confetti. We stomp the block and we breaking chains like the levy. Kingdom to go when we kicking it just like we miss it. Ready? Like the full moon, we chase the tide. Lion to Judah, Israel, yeah, that be the pride. I came in with the 12, yeah, you see the tribes. No house niggas in the field, yeah, we be outside.
Ay, we be outside, but forever going in. Yeah, we going live, prophecies in the wind. Ay, Holy Spirit to the fringes. If I said it, did I meant it? All work did I mention? Gotta go hard to the pension. I know that we some living legends. Never take a loss, just keep living lessons. Spirit vexing, sometimes you get lost. Better get your blessing, it is destined. Boy, the world is yours since the intercession. In a second, you can lose it, dog. Don't let them intercept it.
I'm trying to be in control. There's people that grow, there's people that stop. There's people that comfortable being a slave. They live in the grave, they live in the plot. The plot is keeping us in his religions. We making decisions, believing a lie. How you expecting to be in the know when you been living up under a rock? Make it hot, like we boiling, like we seething in the pot. We the salt, they absorbing every season, and we got make it stop. Sick and tired of all these heathens trying to copy. No matter how hard you try, you could never ever stop me. Cause
Life of a living legend. Looking like I got ascending. Flourishing with understanding. Sharper than a two-edged weapon. You can never call me Saul, cause I'm rolling in a mind of Paul. We the doctors of law, and we gonna answer the call. Yeah, all you need to know is we ain't never gonna find it. Till you sober up, then you'll be no longer blinded. We the greatest thing you will ever see, cause you're looking at a God and you're looking at a king. Now hold my crown and hold my chalice. We about to restore balance. Can we get a moment of silence? We about to bless the islands.
Okay, living legends. Sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting. Okay, living legends. Sons of God on the block, I hope they get the message. On the side where they from, I mean it isn't pleasant. From the south to the top, preaching in the trenches. Go hard in any setting.
Good vibes in the area. Well, man a fighter from the start. I mean no carry grudge in the heart. Hatred make you turn from your people. Wise up, I feel be smart. DJ, turn up the vibes from the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in the heart. We no carry grudge in the heart. Everybody feel right, right. Good vibes in the place all night. Cause we don't carry grudge for people. We don't have time for your study, no evil. Don't make them catch up with the bad energy. Smiling on your face, but me I tell like them my enemy. How many times you try to cure them? I fi cut them out, that they only remedy. Everybody go through things. We not perfect, so we don't do the blame game thing. Know this trial's gonna come one day. I fi endure, adapt me and sing. Any function must clean, then step out, peel out, jump in a car, tire screech out, GPS it off, it put in the route, dream team touch the scene, everybody scream out. Wait up, turn up the vibes from the start, ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in the heart. We no carry grudge in the heart. DJ, turn up the vibes from the start, ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in the heart. We no carry grudge in the heart.
Energy them not real, them a fake. Cut the grass low so we get to see this snake them. Pass the cutlass, give me the rake. And a long time I not tell you say the whole of them a fake. Them can't hold me down, cause it's a party night.
Good vibes in the You are now flying.
So
Lord, know we dedicated. Revealing truth to our people, we been miseducated. Great awakening, can't decimate it. Truth serum, that can't be replicated. Get medicated, this that Psalms 10780. We got this truth and can't keep calm on the corner. Can't be detonated, just coast to coast like LeBron, but we never traded. Got the breath of life in my
the blind, it's something we do every day. And I don't care what I'm saying, make you feel away. Yeah, let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Hell, let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain. Let's talk truth. We can't settle for less side. Cause we got everything that we need and we they here to come test us. He wanna see if we got what it take to see if you mess up. They got the lease. For too long we been sleeping. Take all the money and split with the deacons. I've been moving with problems with boots on the ground. We bring the sea, man. And angels been lying every time they talking to us. I don't give a damn what they say. And we don't bend, don't break. And they get really better get about my way.
We in this building.
Welcome back to another week of Let's Talk Truth. Today you got myself, Captain Emmanuel, to my right.
Officer Baruch.
To my left.
Officer Abram.
Yeah, it's a new person.
Yes, sir.
New person. We're going to see today. We're going to see how he do, all right? And we got this your first time reading? Second.
We got Soldier.
Soldier Malachi.
All praises.
All right. All praise to the Most High. So, as y'all can see, man, we got a hell of a topic on our hands today. Can y'all put the thumbnail on the screen?
Come on.
What it say, Soldier?
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues. All right?
Daddy.
Daddy issue, like Officer Baruch say. So, today we going to dive into how daddy issues affect the so-called black and Hispanic community. All right? And you know, you hear a lot about, you know, how the so-called black father in America today is the most active father. You know, a lot of narratives are being debunked in this generation, which is all praises to the Most High. And we know a large portion of that is the truth going forth in the earth, and the Bible being back, you know, a powerful influence amongst us once again. But a lot of those daddies that are stepping up and being active fathers are basically intentionally breaking a cycle that happened to them. And a lot of people that we deal with on an adult level are people that act and speak and carry themselves in certain ways based on the daddy issues that they had. So even though, yeah, we changed the narrative and we're more active today as fathers to the little ones growing up per se, or statistically, daddy issues is still a very relevant topic. All right, so that's why we're going to deal with it today. But in the meantime, before we get into it, make sure y'all scan that QR code right there to donate to the Booster Club, all right? Or you could text donate to 646-982-3858. Again, you could text donate to 646-982-3858. Or use the technology that the white man gave. All right? Some of y'all daddy. Scan that QR code right there. All right, all praise to the Most High. Let's open up with Proverbs 8, verse 6.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth.
For what?
My mouth shall speak truth.
Let's talk truth. Read.
And wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
All praise to the Most High. So let's get that first clip real quick.
Let's go.
Fatherhood is the main reason why kids turn out the way they do. Kids who grow up without fathers, they have worse lives. Like they end up in trouble. Statistically, but just common sense.
Yeah.
If you don't have a dad, you're going to have a tough time. And not having a dad could be like literally your dad's just not around, period. Yeah. Or your dad is there, but he's not. You know, I really want the men to understand you're not doing your kids any favors by not being there. Fatherhood.
So fatherhood is the single most important component to everybody's upbringing and development into the person that you become. Fatherhood is the most important external component. And when I say external, it's internal and external, but I say external because it's outside of, you know, your organs and all of that within you. But it affects all of that though.
Right.
But that's the single most important component right there. And guess what? The so-called black and Hispanic community, the children of Israel, we have had a hell of an issue with fatherhood, primarily stemming from the intent of our oppressors to violently remove the black man from the home. Right? They murdered us, they lynched us, and if the father did remain, what would they do? They would castrate him, they would embarrass him, they would rape the mother in front of him, so on and so forth, to destroy his spiritual and mental presence, even though he's still physically there. That's from slavery. But it continued as time evolved and technology evolved, and they had the Industrial Revolution, and they didn't need niggas on a plantation as much. They still did. That's why you got the 13th Amendment. But you know what I'm saying? They still did not want the black man and woman, but especially the black man, to be raised with both parents in a household. Because that black father that's active in the household is going to instill the confidence that you need to feel like, you're no longer subservient.
Right.
So what was happening was in the 40s and the 50s, we started developing all of these flourishing communities and becoming entrepreneurs. Even though we were still dealing with Jim Crow and all of that, we began to thrive. So with the black man, the COINTELPRO and all of that, the single most horrific threat to America is the rise of a black messiah. You understand? What did they do? They imported crack cocaine into America. They instituted the war on crime and the prison pipeline and things of that nature to create a system and an incentive to remove black fathers out of the home. That it has always been a war against fatherhood in the black community.
This is
period. All right, get that in Lamentations 5 verse 1.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Consider and behold our reproach. Our reproach is when people look at us, what they call the stereotypes and the bad stigmas that are up on our people. Guys, we are supposed to pray to God. God, consider our reproach. You made us a noble and right seed. We your chosen people. Yeah. But look at how these nations look at us. Lord, consider our reproach. Come on.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Read.
Our houses to aliens.
Come on.
We are orphans and fatherless.
We are what?
Orphans and fatherless.
We are orphans and fatherless. Go ahead.
Our mothers are as widows.
So this is in the context of the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? In captivity, which the so-called blacks and Hispanics have been where for the last 400 plus years. Captivity. We the people of the book. And we have dealt with this fatherless epidemic like no other race in the planet Earth, because we are the people that God is talking about. All right? Go to Isaiah chapter 3. Well, before you go there, go to James 1 and verse 27.
You gonna learn today?
So when it comes to God's intention as far as the truth and what's the true religion in the Bible and what God really stands for, is relegated to fixing what the earth or what the world views as the unfixable people. You understand? God said, or Christ said himself, I came to preach the gospel to the poor. You understand? To the brokenhearted, to the captive, so on and so forth. That's God's design. So the broken people, and look at these niggas, they don't got nothing, they ain't worth nothing, they ain't no damn good and all that. The whole objective of the gospel in the good news is designed for those people. This is part of the proof right here. Read that real quick.
James chapter 1 verse 27.
Go ahead.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father.
So pure religion and undefiled before God, you die. Read again.
Verse
The hell
27.
is this? Read.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this.
So pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this. Go ahead.
To visit the fatherless.
To do what?
Visit the fatherless.
Why is that the first thing it mentioned? Again, the mission is designed for us. That's right. For his people, the people we read about in Lamentations chapter 5. You understand? That's how God set this thing up. Because he knew how our enemies would attack us and the trauma that we would deal with and how that cycle, which Esau knew, you understand, how that cycle would be very, very difficult to break once they get it started. It would just rotate on its own axis. You understand? The what's the name letter tell you that? The Willie Lynch letter. You understand? The Lord know that. So once you learn the truth and the Spirit of Christ enters into you, this is the direction in which it pushes us. You understand? That's why we're going to meet our people where they at. That's why one of the biggest elements of our ministry involves youth violence. Yeah. You understand? For real, though. Because that is where God commissioned us to go. To do what?
To visit the fatherless.
Go ahead.
And widows.
And widows. Read.
In their affliction.
In their affliction. In the ghetto, in the crime-ridden, impoverished neighborhoods where our people predominantly populate. That is where God's gospel, God's mission is geared to, because that's who it's for. That's who God's people are. And that's who he intends to lift up from the dunghill. All right, go to Isaiah 3:1. Isaiah 3 verse 1.
Let's go. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
For behold, the Lord of hosts, do it take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff.
Right. So this is what the Lord took away from our people because of our disobedience to our Father. You understand? I'm going to take away the whole stay and the staff. Go ahead.
The whole stay of bread.
Read.
And the whole stay of water.
Watch this.
The mighty man.
What God going to take away?
The mighty man.
The Lord said, I'm going to take away the mighty man. Read.
And the man of war.
And the man of war. Go ahead.
The judge.
The what?
The judge.
And the what?
And the prophet.
Excuse me, the judge and the prophet. Damn. So think about it. That's some heavy stuff right there.
Message.
I can break down all of that. But for example, the mighty man, right? And it's because you know media and stuff like that. But for the most part, when you ask a black child who are some superheroes that he know, he gonna name some fictional white characters. You understand? Those are the mighty men that our enemies have substituted us with.
This is madness.
So the mighty man is missing, the man of war. You understand? We don't know no real man of war. Think about war. War is nation against nation.
Message. Right.
The men of war that we know is niggas that's willing to kill other niggas. Over drugs and, you understand, stuff that's already destroying us anyway. That's the men of war that we look up to and value. That's why all these YNs crazy about King Bun and Bloodhound Lil Jeff. That's they men of war. You understand? Because that's been taken away from us. Then it says the judge and the prophet. Think about it. What's one of the main things we cry about as a people today? Injustice.
Right.
Yeah. We don't got, our people are not judging our people. That's why we always get the short end of the stick. And who do we pray to when that happens? What religion do we adhere to? Who are our prophets? White man Christianity. And the niggas, you know what I'm saying? The damn cool niggas that perpetuate that BS, that indoctrination. Because the Lord took away the real ones. Go ahead.
And the prudent.
Uh-huh.
And the ancient.
Read.
The captain of 50.
The leaders. Come on.
And the honorable man.
Read.
And the counselor.
Uh-huh.
And the cunning artificer.
Read.
And the eloquent orator.
Right. So you're reading about men of war. You're reading about judges. You're reading about men that got skill, that know how to create things from the elements. You understand? Artificers and eloquent men. Men that know how to speak with conviction and confidence that can invoke an uprising in the people just by words. You understand? All that was taken away. Come on.
And I will give children to be their prince.
And I will give what?
Children to be their prince.
So the people that we look at as power figures in the black community gonna be children, grown-ass men that in real life, they got a wife and kids and all of that, but they get on the damn song on the stage, Percocet, Molly Percocet. Never trust a beat. You understand? Right. Children! Think about it, right? You got grown-ass men that's black, that's successful, that's rich, that spend all day streaming. A lot of them niggas older than me. Streaming, playing on the screen all day. And them the people that the generation looking up to. Because they got the money. They got the fame. All of that is prophetic concerning our people. Jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12.
Go ahead.
As for my people.
As for God's people, the Israelites, come on.
Children are their oppressors.
Children are our oppressors. The YNs and all of that, what we all, talk about on a regular basis, the millennial monsters, the generation zombie, right? That was prophesied in the Bible a long time ago. Children are their oppressors. Go ahead.
And women rule over
and
them.
they raised by their damn mama. That's a large element. Why? That goes back to verses 2, 3, what the Lord took away. So you take away the mighty man, you take away the prophet, you take away the judge, you take away the honorable man. All of those men were fathers.
Message.
And as a father, right, the Lord say, Sirach 30, right? You leave behind one like unto you. You leave behind an avenger. So if you take these people away, you understand, you're not going to get replicas of them. A woman can't create a mighty man.
Right.
A woman can't alone, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean. A woman can't create a judge, a prophet alone. That's usually a genetic thing. He a prophet. I know his son gonna be a prophet. You understand? A lot of prophets were sons of prophets.
Yeah.
A lot of times that stuff be genetic. It be gifted. It be a specific seed line. Lord said, I'm taking that away. So now women are raising children that have no type of guidance and direction to become any type of mighty or honorable man, a leader, powerful figure within a community. So what do they do? Oppress their own community. That's the reality of the so-called black and Latin and Native American people that we know today. Finish that verse.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Right. So the people that lead us, our mamas, without a righteous, active father, they cause us to err. Our prefrontal cortex does not develop the ability to rationalize properly. So we act irrationally, and we never really fully develop into men. We handle everything either like a woman or a child. And that's why we end up in prison. That's why we end up in the graveyard.
Bug the hell.
So, and even if you, because those are the extremes per se. But if you're not locked up, you're not in jail, a lot of our men, a lot of our women, the way that they talk, the way that they act, the reason why they operate how they do, and the reason why we don't elevate as a people, and we are content for certain mediocre conditions, all of that is derived in daddy issues majority of the time. All right, so that's what we're gonna talk about today. But before we get back into the topic, all right, let's get that segment real quick.
Let's go.
IUIC viral. You know, every week I'll praise to the Most High. The Lord is moving the mighty men, the prophets.
That's right.
In the earth that he poured his spirit out on in these last days to do mighty works. And last week we did a mighty work. All right. He was on Fox News. Fox News is the right. The
other way.
Yeah, conservative. Yep. We know Esau, and whoever there this probably got fired. Play that junk.
And talk about the significance of being right here in front of the Supreme Court.
Well, obviously, this is a national landmark, Supreme Court. The significance here is to show this was actually the face of America. When you read the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17, it talks about trusting in the nation that could not save us. And what it's showing today, it's been over 10 years for the Johnson family, and they have still not gotten justice. Blunt force trauma to the head and in his body. How are you going to tell me that that comes from falling into a wrestling or a gym mat? It's impossible. So we're being blunt, we're being straightforward, being fully transparent to let it be known, America, if you don't want to step up and do it, God's going to do it.
Period. Damn. Oh, that Jeremiah 28:8 right there.
Come on.
But I don't want you to get that, though. For the sake of time. All right, I'm going to get another one. Go to Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, start at 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1.
Go ahead.
The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see.
The burden of Babylon. This Babylon is talking about the United States of America. Because when you read later in the chapter, it say this Babylon going to be destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah was, meaning fire from heaven. That ain't happened in ancient Babylon. You understand?
Right.
Persian media, they took that over from within. So this is prophetic of Babylon the Great that you read about in Revelation. Go ahead.
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
So the prophet is going to lift up a banner. That's the Bible. We're going to lift up the Bible up on the high mountain, meaning the government. Washington, D.C. is the seat of America's government.
Bring it out.
You understand? And we was literally in front of the U.S. Supreme Court lifting up the Bible. Hey, we ain't going to do none of y'all. But understand, we are declaring God got something for that. Ah!
That's right.
You understand? We lifting up the banner. We showing there's going to be judgment. Come on.
Exalt the voice unto them.
Do what?
Exalt the voice unto them.
And shout out to Captain Mattathias. He good at that. All praise. Go ahead.
Shake the hand.
Do what?
Shake the hand.
Shake the hand.
Come on.
Come on.
That they may go into the gates of the nobles.
And that's going to be the result. Man, who the hell didn't let these niggas on TV?
What the hell is this?
They must be stopped. They must be canceled.
But
You
how?
understand? It's coming. But watch this. Read the next verse.
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Uh-huh.
I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. Guys, mighty ones are talking about the angels. When the prophets prophesy, the angels activate. The angels are with us. All right, watch this. Go to Zechariah 4. Zechariah 4 and 6. This is what the Lord said this right here.
Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6.
Come on.
Then he answered and spake unto me,
Uh-huh.
saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying,
Read.
Not by might.
Not by what?
Not by might.
Not by might. Meaning not by your might, your strength. Zerubbabel was a mighty man for real. Like, he whooped ass. He was one of the king's bodyguards. You understand? But the Lord let Zerubbabel know it's not going to be your might, your physical strength. Go ahead.
Nor by power.
Uh-huh.
But by my spirit.
But by God's spirit. And that's relevant because the context of us being in Washington, D.C., lifting up the banner, pronouncing judgment against this corrupt system, because one of the most corrupt acts within the past 10 years, Kendrick Johnson happened in Valdosta, Georgia, and they never got any justice at all, but rather have gotten sued. The victim's family have gotten sued.
Right.
Yes. No justice, no nothing, but they have been sued for pursuing justice from a very obvious atrocity.
You can't make this.
He was found rolled up in a mat at school, and in the autopsy, he got organs missing. He got blunt trauma to the head and so on and so forth. How do you do that by crawling in a mat and suffocating? That's obvious foul play.
Right.
Beyond foul play. But, you know, when white people rule the town, y'all think we be playing, y'all think we be just talking or something. No, these people, they the damn devil, and the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It is what it is. Therefore, judgment never goeth forth. All right? So, but the reason why I said that, because those things make you angry. It make you want to go do something physically. You understand? And some brothers, not all, some brothers are physically capable of doing stuff, like Zerubbabel was. The Lord said, it ain't going to be by your might. It's going to be by my spirit. Watch this.
Saith the Lord of hosts.
Come on.
Who art thou, O great mountain?
Oh, what?
O great mountain.
That's the same mountain we just read about in Isaiah chapter 13. The government of Babylon the Great. Who art thou? America, go ahead.
Before Zerubbabel.
Before, meaning in front of Zerubbabel, go ahead.
Thou shalt become a plain.
You're going to become a plain. That's flatland. You're going to be flattened. All them damn skyscrapers and big ass Supreme Court buildings and all that. The Lord going to tear that shit down.
That's right.
What they say in Malachi? They will build, but I'm going to throw down.
Right.
That's going to happen when Zerubbabel prophesied. These last days. Come on.
And he shall bring forth the headstone thereof with shouting, crying, grace, grace unto it.
Right, meaning preaching the gospel. Right? Zerubbabel is going to set the stage for Christ, that headstone, to return and smash this damn kingdom. Yeah! So I'll pray to the Most High for to get a Lord a hand for that thing. All right?
That's right.
So, y'all ain't get a Lord a hand for that, but it's okay. Now, let's get back to the topic. Put the thumbnail on the screen.
Let's give the Lord a hand for that thing.
Oh, praise. Shout out to Bishop. All right, what we talking about?
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues, all right? Again, this is a very, very hefty topic, so Lord's willing we can get through all of this. We probably won't because we started late. That's my fault. All right? But play that clip real quick.
Mother's love is not sufficient enough for a boy. He have to have some type of male love, and it has to be consistent to even balance out the consistency of a mother's love. Without that balance, mothers ruin boys. You love on them too long, you ruin him. At some point, he has to go through some training or some discipline, some hard teachings. Man, I ain't never been spanked by a man. I ain't never had a hug from a man. I ain't never heard a man say, I'm proud of you. It was all mama. So that aspect of just growing up with that missing piece of a male figure in your life, naturally, you seek out to fill that void away from your mother's home.
All righty then. So, now, Charleston White, you know, he done been on the record, you know, his father wasn't in his life. But, like, some of the stuff he said, when you think about it, you're like, damn, you know, my daddy, you know, I think I got a whooping by my daddy before. Like, you know, because a lot of us had stepdaddies and stuff like that. But even, you know, maybe that one of them summers you visited your daddy, he might have whooped you one time or something. Some people ain't never got a whooping though from a man.
Yep.
It's a lot of men, believe it or not, they ain't never got no whooping from no man.
You can't make this stuff up.
He said he never got a hug from a man.
Yep. Cameraman said he ain't never got.
Right, never got a hug from a man. But one thing he said that I ain't think about like that, as far as from a father. Some of us, you may have knew your father, had some type of, you know, relationship or whatever the case, but damn, just hearing from your father who you came from, like, I'm proud of you. A lot of brothers probably don't know what they feel like. You know what I'm saying? For real. Maybe when you became a grown man and he looking at the man you became that he never could. He probably said that. But growing up, when you did stuff to be proud of, like win a spelling bee or, you know what I'm saying, get on an honor roll or win a talent show or something like that, he wasn't there to tell you that. That stuff is,
Yep.
That's some heavy stuff. That's trauma. All right, go to the next video.
When people talk about daddy issues, where the father has abandoned that child at an early age, what attachment style do you think those kind of people fit into?
So they're either dismissing avoidant, which means they don't have any of the anxiety associated with relationships, or they're fearful avoidant. So they avoid them because they're scared of being hurt.
Do you think generally those people have a higher probability of being fearful avoidant?
They certainly have a higher probability of having an insecure attachment style. Because, as I mentioned, in the first 2 years of life, when your brain is growing, the environment in which you're being cared for is going to shape that brain. That's going to impact how your brain grows, particularly in that prefrontal cortex, so the bit right at the front here, okay, where all your social cognition is. And it's going to have less grey and white matter in that area. It's going to have less density of neurons and less of a high level of neurochemistry, which underpins social behavior. When you're an adult, you're just not as equipped to be good at relationships. You don't actually have the brain architecture to underpin it, or indeed the baseline neurochemical levels circulating in their body, which is going to motivate and reward them for starting relationships. So they just don't have the equipment that people who maybe grew up in a secure environment do. So that's one of the problems. And so when people say daddy issues, partly what they're talking about is attachment style.
When people talk...
Damn. So a lot of people, like she said, it's either dismissive, avoidant, meaning you don't care for it because you never had it, or fearful avoidant, going into the insecurity attachment style. So because, you were afraid of that rejection, or, you fear being abandoned like your daddy did, you have issues attaching to people in terms of relationships. That's some heavy stuff.
Facts.
That's some heavy stuff. But one thing she pointed out was, and I've been hearing Bishop Yawasab bring this up a lot, Captain Gedaliah, the prefrontal cortex. All right? The prefrontal cortex, which is where your social cognition comes from. That's some heavy stuff right there. That means it determines how you process things and how you interact with people. All right? But I ain't going to spread it. Just play the next video. It's going to explain it better than what I can. I'm black.
Let's go.
This is your prefrontal cortex, the most evolved part of your brain. It controls logic, rational thinking, planning, and most importantly, emotional regulation. During the day, when an irrational thought appears, like everyone hates me or something terrible is about to happen, your prefrontal cortex steps in. It evaluates the thought, recognizes it as irrational, and shuts it down before it can spiral.
So, something like not having a father, or having an absent father, a neglecting father, can deprive you of the damn neurons and all of that that's pertinent to the developing of your prefrontal cortex, which regulates your emotions. So when you see black people act the way they act, you understand? It's like, why are they so irrational?
I don't get it.
There's no critical thinking there.
You stupid.
What the little young rapper said in a barber chair, he was like, bro, I will lose everything over nothing. Over nothing. For real. That's the crash out mentality. Because you're not able to process. It's no logic there. The prefrontal cortex deals with logic and social cognition. The way you deal and the way you interact with people. The reason why we be 0 to 100 nigga real quick, all that because we lack in that department.
Right.
I remember growing up, I call him my big brother, but he my big cousin, right? He used to always say, because I was always, smart. But he used to always say, you smart, but you ain't got no common sense. And now that I got older, and now that I know what common sense is, I know that that's not really what he was talking about. He was talking about social cognition. The way that I would react to people and the way they'll say stuff and the way I convey information, it was like I was basically socially, what's the word? Retarded. So that's what he really was saying, because you could be smart all you want to and intelligent as you want to, but their prefrontal cortex deals with social cognition, emotional regulation, and all of that. That's outside of intelligence and being smart, being able to problem solve and all of that. That's something different. That's something that has to be instilled by a safe, secure environment in which a father is the most important element of. That's right. So go ahead.
And that's important too, because it also shapes how you deal with your interactions with people. Like the Charleston White clip. He was saying like he had never heard his father say he was proud of him. He never been with. That also goes into a whole issue of social issues that we deal with as a people. If you've never seen a man have a conflict with another man, if you've never seen that interaction, you've never known what it's like, you don't know what it's like for a man to raise his voice and not be angry and have interaction, then you don't know how to deal with it. So then when our people come into a situation where we meet another, we come with our own people and a disagreement happens, we don't have the social cues and the social, cognition to be able to handle that, to deal with it. And it's important because the father's there. We don't know how to deal with the men don't know how to talk to the women because we don't have fathers in the house to show a man how to talk, to show the boys how to talk to a woman. All these things, all of those things fall into the same issues. It's crazy.
And being a father, it just show you like, damn, because my son, he just like me. Like the genetics and all that is real. But the difference is, like, I could see him playing out damn near like a flashback, something I went through with another boy my age or something like that. And I see it, and I pull him to the side. Hey, this ain't what you do. Remember, the scriptures say this. This is how you supposed to handle that, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And he'll go and fix it or repent, or next time he'll apply what I told him. So that's the difference between me and him. He got a father that's there to be able to teach him and mold him in that area.
Right. And it's crazy too, Cap, because when you think about it, like we read in the Isaiah 3, when it says he gonna take away our prophets and our judges and our mighty men and all of this. So us as a people, us as a nation, don't know how to deal with the other nations as well. Yeah. We don't have those examples. We don't have that example from our father to show where we do in the Bible.
That's crazy.
We do in the Bible.
That's what I went over with my kids yesterday. Literally. My wife can vouch. We literally went over how to deal with the other nation using wisdom. Because, kids, if all they watch is classes and OR, and all they listen to is OR and all of that, they might get around Esau. Be like, hey, don't play with that Edomite. You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody. So we had to go over that. But if I wasn't there to go over, you see what I'm saying? So that lets you know, even in the truth, you can still have daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? So, but go to Sirach 30 to go with your point. All right? Sirach 30 and verse 3.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
The Bible says he that teaches his son grieves the enemy. And we usually read that just dealing with, the scriptures, meaning you teach your son, he gonna know the scriptures and be a mighty prophet, and he gonna piss the white man off by prophesying. Mm-hmm. But no, this is way thicker than that. No diddy. This is way more dense than that. Because teaching your son, meaning how to handle situations, how to solve problems, how to interact with your neighbor in the body, your neighbor without the body, your enemies. You understand? All of that. Because that's how the enemy always defeat us. because of our inability to deal on a social level. For example, you understand how to handle the social, you know what I'm saying? That's how we end up violent. That's how we end up getting locked up. That's how we end up getting shot down. And that's how the enemy triumphs. But when you teach your son how to Matthew 18,
right, how
to wink at ignorance, how to have compassion, how to forgive, pass over transgression, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's what really deeply grieves the enemy. Teaching your son how to be eloquent,
right,
how to be professional, how to have decorum. Yeah. You understand? That's no I made niggas. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it do to the enemy. For real. Finish that verse.
And before his friends, he shall rejoice of him.
So I'll pray. This is the heavy topic. All right, go to the next video real quick.
My daddy died. Mommy cried. Daughter I prophesied amazing life. Amazingly and humbly high. His dog, but there's another. My daddy died, so I don't take no shit from niggas. Nigga love me back, I pray I do not pull that trigger.
This song is pretty much going viral, and everybody's talking about her rapping style and who she may be rapping like, but nobody's paying attention to what she's really saying. Let's listen a little bit.
Intelligent, I played them, you should watch your back. I did my way to act up, daddy taught me that. I don't know how to act. No life inside his body gave me heart attack. I pray I am not punished for the fun I have. I'll still like hold my soul to get my daddy back. It's hard and hay upon my back.
Now, this song, although she's rapping about grief and trauma from losing her father, it sounded like he was an active father that passed away. So she's dealing with that grief and that trauma in this song. Now, what I want you to think about is the trauma that black women go through without having a father present, whether it may be broken household or whatever the case may be. Not having a father present is the result that we are seeing today. Take a look.
Excuse me, ma'am. What's the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Me.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
And keep in mind, he's gonna reiterate. He's asking them the question is, what's the most beautiful thing about black women? And see where they go from there.
Yeah, for sure. Why do you say me?
I think a black woman, the beautiful thing about a black woman is we could advocate for ourselves. We're black, we're beautiful, we strong. We take care of a lot of shit without a man. We don't need a man for shit. Men was mad that we got jobs. The fuck? Weak ass nigga.
Black women have daddy issues.
You don't think black women need men at all?
I mean, we need men for all reasons, all sexual reasons, but in all reality, we don't need no man. I didn't watch my mother be a woman her whole life. She didn't need no man. She took care of me her whole motherfucking life. She did not need no nigga. She did not need my dad.
Do you think it would have been easier if your dad was there?
Maybe, but what that would have did?
It would have made it easier for her and for you at the same time. You feel me?
Yeah, because my father was in my life. Even though he didn't be there as a man, he was in my life. We talked, we respectfully, I know him, but he don't give a fuck about me, and I don't give a fuck about him, respectfully. If a female think they need a man, you're miserable.
Pause it.
Excuse me.
Hey, Reese Rock 3 and 10 real quick.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Like, and this go back to the logic, the prefrontal cortex. Like, what are you getting out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, saying that about your daddy and all of that. Like, do you feel like it's some type of validation there? Like, what did you get out of that? Read that real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 10.
Go ahead.
Glory not in the dishonor of thy father.
God said, don't glory in the dishonor of your father. Read.
For thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
That don't make you look good. That ain't no flex. You look like an asshole. You look stupid talking like that.
You stupid as
But
hell.
keep playing though.
You guys, what is the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
her smartness,
Her intellect.
being her hard working, being a hard worker,
A hard worker.
being able to take over even when a man is not there, not needing a man. Her confidence. That's the best part.
So once again, if I'm not mistaken, I believe my question was, what is the most beautiful thing about a black woman? How did we go from that to talking about men? It's crazy how a lot of them hate men, and where is that coming from?
So if you want to heal and you want to identify these issues that we're going through, I want you to check out my brother's book, Top G's book. It's called Trauma Letters. Check it out.
We're going to get into that book in a second. But that right there is like, that's an astonishment.
Facts.
That's what God was talking about when he said, thou shalt become an astonishment. Like, I asked you, what's the most beautiful thing about black women?
About you.
We don't need a man. What? The hard working, that's Willie Lynch fulfilled. That was the enemy's objective.
Message.
That's nothing to glory in. But again, the mental effect that fatherless. Ooh, play that video.
Bug the hell out.
Not having your father in your life or having a dad that was there but emotionally disconnected affects black women in ways that we don't even think of. The first one is your self-love. It is said that you get your nurturing from your mother, but you get your confidence and your sense of who you are from your dad. So there's a lot of black girls, unfortunately, who were not raised with their father, who have a hard time knowing who you are, loving yourself, and also number two, setting boundaries. When you didn't have a male figure there to protect you when you were young, you assume that you're not worthy of being protected or kept safe or kept happy. So then you don't set boundaries and keep yourself safe and happy. That's why that's so hard for black women to do, because somebody wasn't there, aka your dad, to do that for you when you were young. The other thing is that you seek either validation from men or to have men react to you in some way, whether that's lust or jealousy or anger or acknowledging you or whatever. You feel this craving of needing a man to react in some way to validate you.
Do y'all see the parallel between this and Stockholm Syndrome? Like, she's saying a fatherless woman, you will have that craving, so you'll lose all boundaries or whatever and throw yourself at undeserving men. That's what black people do. Because we departed from our father. We don't know our father, right? We seek validation from the enemy. The glory of the Grecians, best of all, desire to be like him in all things. Daddy, for real. It's the same thing. That's why in the book Trauma Letters, Cap was bringing that down, the correlation between how was going into captivity, being disconnected from our heritage. It's a correlation, it's a parallel between that and a fatherless child. But keep playing.
Or you feel like you need constant compliments, constant verbal validation. That feeling of not being good enough comes from a father wound. The other thing is that we will recreate that wounded relationship and not even realize it, because our subconscious mind will relive out patterns.
You know what?
This is why you hear a lot of...
I'm finna prove exactly what I just watched this. Because I wanted to show this video, but I ain't even really have a segment to fit it in for real. But it speaks to her point though. Think about what she just said. Matter of fact, play the last 20 seconds and then play the video I just posted.
People say they're like have dated narcissists or emotionally unavailable men. I have been through this myself, because what I didn't realize is my father was unavailable to me. And that
Go
pattern
back.
of...
Go back. No, damn. Yeah, about right there.
Keep yourself safe and happy. That's why that's so hard for black women to do, because somebody wasn't there, aka your dad, to do that for you when you were young. The other thing is that you seek either validation from men or to have men react to you in some way, whether that's lust or jealousy or anger or acknowledging you or whatever. You feel this craving of needing a man to react in some way to validate you, or you feel like you need constant compliments, constant verbal validation. That feeling of not being good enough comes from a father wound.
Damn.
The other thing is
Pause it. So that's why you got the OnlyFans epidemic, the Instagram hoes, all of that. They need the constant validation, constant compliments, even though it's toxic and you're devaluing yourself when you do that.
Right.
Damn. I would have never thought I could link OF hoes to coon niggas, but I just found the link. Watch it, play it, watch. It's the same thing. The same science. Unmute him. Unmute him. Play that.
Just bring it over, brothers. You just put it up. Bring it over.
Secret Service Sam here with a message about people like Officer Tatum, the Hodge twins, black men who make money off white fragility. And you have to understand, they are just using black atrocities to make money and to appeal to the MAGAs, the Fox crowd, the white racist people who love to hang on to one black man willing to validate all of their racist views. And that is exactly what Officer Tatum does. He is literally the definition of a race baiter. That's the irony, is he calls everybody else a race baiter, makes it about race, but you have to understand, when you are in the minority, we don't see anybody white in his comments. Go look at Officer Tatum, go look at the Hodge twins, go look at any of these corny ass content creators who played a white racist, and show me more than one black person in their comments. I challenge you to find that on any one of their videos, on any one of their posts. And they're always the first to say, let's not make this about race, because that comforts white racist people. And then they get a huge crowd because of the way they're willing to speak, because it's not a majority of black people who think like that at all. Most black people in America can acknowledge and understand from their own experience how racist our justice system is and America is. For the reason that you never see a white woman being pulled out of her car and slammed to the ground. For the reason you don't see white women get followed around shopping mall stores because they're being accused of stealing. It's all there, but these sell out your souls, black men, content creators. I'm sure there's women too. Candace Owens used to do that before she got on a different lane. But they're all the same. And all you white racist people need to notice, ask yourself, why is it only white people in the comment section, right? If this black man telling you about these things, why aren't other black people agreeing with it? Ask yourself that. And Officer Tatum and the Hodge twins and anybody else I'm forgetting, they are disgusting and disgraceful. And it's Samuel L. Jackson in Django Unchained. You know that? That's what they're doing. Secret Service Sam out, Sansa.
Yo, I love that right there.
Come on.
That's right.
I love that. When your oppressor that you trying to gain a love of telling you, listen, by you doing what you're doing, I don't like niggas. But I would rather you be pro nigga than to, you know what I'm saying, sell out your niggas and try to cater to people that we don't like you niggas. Mm-hmm. You a sellout, bro. You are a disgrace. You're disgusting. You think you pleasing us because you cater to white fragility and you validate a point that we really know is false, but we try to justify, you know what I'm saying, to not be blatantly the devil, but we really don't like you. So the fact that you doing that, if you were on our side, nigga, we would have... Nigga.
You're done.
We would have dealt with your coon sellout ass.
Right.
Be lucky you black. You a white acting like this dude on our side doing what you doing to them, nigga, you'd have been gone. For real, niggas need to hear that. But back to the point. The reason why Officer Tatum do that, why he seek validation and all of that from them, it ain't just being a coon. That shows you that being a coon, just like being an OnlyFans hoe, that stuff be rooted in daddy issues. Trauma!
Thanks.
There's trauma there. That's why he married a white woman. I don't know the story of his upbringing and all of that, but black mama, black daddy, he resents that. You understand? So he strives to do everything opposite of that. That stuff is rooted in daddy issues and trauma. Go back to the video with the sister. Yep.
You will recreate that wounded relationship and not even realize it, because our subconscious mind will relive out patterns. This is why you hear a lot of people say they're like have dated narcissists or emotionally unavailable men. I have been through this myself, because what I didn't realize is my father was unavailable to me, and that pattern of chaos seemed normal. That pattern of abandonment seemed normal. It seemed normal for you to pull up with gifts and wonderful things and then leave me high and dry a week later, but you're gonna come back around next month with more gifts and I'm just gonna forgive you, right? So we subconsciously recreate our wounded father relationship, and this is why so many of us are in toxic relationships, because the first relationship we ever had with a man was toxic and it broke our heart, and we keep reliving that over and over again, thinking we're gonna make it right. This is also why a lot of black women are fixers and will get with men that have potential and will try to be the ride or die and fix and do all of that. You are trying to correct a subconscious wound. You are trying to prove to a man that you are worth staying with because you felt abandoned by the first man that was supposed to accept you. So if you recognize any of these behaviors in yourself, I have embodied all of them at one point or another in my journey. It is so important to start to make peace with whatever happened with your dad, whatever you felt like he didn't give you, because here's the important thing to know. It's not you. You were not the reason that he didn't give you what he was supposed to give you. It's not because you weren't worthwhile. It's not because you weren't a good kid. It's not because you weren't special and precious. He, as your father, had something going on, and now you deserve to rewrite that story and give yourself all the love that you've deserved all along.
Jeez, that's some heavy stuff. So if you don't deal with that, then a lot of going back to social cognition, the way that you approach relationships and your attachment style and all of that, you wondering why stuff don't never work out, or why do I always have bad luck with men and all this?
Yep.
You gotta deal with whatever happened with your dad.
Facts.
You gotta heal from that, or it's gonna always be a disease in your life.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, Cap, there's a term called emotional cutoff. All right, it's a therapist by the name of, it's Bowen theory. So he go into that emotional cutoff where, since you never address it, you just feel like it's better to just cut them off and never deal with them. So when you do that, then the issue is still there. Then you don't know how to think properly. You don't know how to deal with situations because you never addressed it. You said, I'd rather just cut it off than actually go head on with it. Especially as an adult, you should be able to go and talk to somebody. But what happens is you still have that issue that you haven't talked about. So that's what happens.
Yep, that's what I used to do.
Y'all better take
Put that
heed
on
to
the
that.
screen. So, Officer Uziel had mentioned in the video we played earlier. Put it back on the screen. Top G, he got a series. All right, you got Trauma Letters. That's part 1, Healing the Child Within. That's what we're gonna deal with. And he also got a sequel to that, When Trauma Speaks. Identity Defined by Circumstance. So we gonna dive into Trauma Letters. All right, give me that. Give me that first. Yeah, put that on the screen.
Letter 4. Father, your absence affected my view of marriage. From a son. Father, marriage felt optional to me, temporarily unstable, because I never saw covenant modeled. Research shows father absence correlates with fear of long-term commitment, difficulty with emotional vulnerability, and an inability to sustain intimacy through hardship.
Damn.
So
that's why brothers be serial whoremongers. Damn. It ain't even because a lot of time we look at it like, dang, you just addicted to coochie that good to you? But it be deeper than that. It's fear involved. You understand that insecure attachment style,
Y'all better take heed
the
to
inability to sustain intimacy through hardship. That's rooted in your daddy gave up and he wasn't able to take care. He left. You understand? There's some deep stuff.
Right.
Go ahead.
I carried that fear. It manifested in relationships that ended not because of lack of feelings, but because of lack of framework. I did not know how to truly treat women or honor them. Relationships came and went, and I left behind damage I did not fully understand because no one has shown me what honor looked like in practice, what it meant to stay, to sacrifice, to lead with love rather than ego.
They go back to the pure religion, to visit the fatherless, because that's our people. They don't know what it means. They don't know what honor looks like in practice. The honorable man was taken away. So we got to show them what it means to stay, to sacrifice, to lead with love. Bro. That's right. Stuff. Go to the next one. Come on.
Letter 5. Father, your absence affected my sexual boundaries. Father, without your guidance, curiosity became experimentation. Sex became affirmation, not covenant. I became what the Bible calls a whoremonger. I opened myself up to all type of physical diseases and emotional soul ties that could have been avoided. I found myself developing an addiction to pornography and a deeming view of women. The meaning view of women that I am ashamed of today.
Damn. You think brothers just addicted to porn because they just nasty. No, that stuff be rooted in trauma. Damn. Go ahead.
Statistics show father absence increased risk-taking behaviors. But beyond statistics, I was simply unanchored. If I had your presence and your guidance, grounded in biblical truth, I believe this could have been avoided. I was not immortal by nature. I was lost by circumstance.
Damn. Sheesh. Damn. That's why the scriptures say, train up a child in a way they should go. Give him no liberty in his youth. That's what it says, right? 30 and 11. But hold him to labor. So when a child not being held to labor, idleness teaches much evil. Wisdom of Solomon 4:12, the wandering of concupiscence doth undermine a simple mind. That's the child whose mind isn't fully developed. So how are they able to wander in their concupiscence? Because they don't have that father there to chasten them and discipline them to keep them in straightly. You understand? Oh, we don't realize how much fatherhood is connected to demons.
Facts.
That we deal with. Remember, they go back to the Matthew the strong man.
Yep.
But I shouldn't have been late. We ain't got time. Go, what you finna say?
To a point on the last part we read in the book, it said, I was lost by circumstances. So when we don't have the father in the house, the father creates circumstances. Whether it's going to be good or bad, he creates it. And what we're talking about, the good side. He creates the good circumstances. So if the father's not in the house, then by circumstance you will be lost. Then because you don't know how to, like Abram was speaking on, you don't know how to think properly. You don't know how to deal properly when it comes to situations. Yeah. That's what we see.
That's right.
Letter 6. Father, your absence affected my emotional intelligence. Father, no one taught me how to process emotion.
Let's go back to their prefrontal cortex. Go ahead.
Men are often frowned upon in society for expressing how they feel. We are told to suppress, to be strong, to not break down. So I buried sadness. I converted fear into anger. I wore a mask so convincing even I forgot what was underneath.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible encouraged us to confess our faults one to another for healing. James 5:16. In order to be relieved of this internal pain, we must learn to process and channel it through God's word. but I never learned this type of emotional stability. In your absence, I learned to just not deal with it, not knowing the emotional and spiritual toll it was taking on me.
Sheesh. There's some heavy stuff right there. The scriptures say heaviness breaketh strength. All right, go to the next one.
Let's go. Letter 2. Father, I had to make decisions without your counsel. Father, I became decisive early, not because I was mature, but because I had no guidance.
Facts.
I chose schools, friends, path alone. Advice from you was rare. Approval even rare. Psychologically, when paternal mentorship is absent, children may develop hyper-independence, a defense mechanism where reliance on other feels unsafe. I prided myself on not needing help, but inside I longed for direction.
Right. So that's how you get the what they call the independent black woman. But what we don't talk about is the hyper-independent black man. That was us. It's a clip with this rapper named Montana 700 from Dallas. He was like, my dad ain't teach me nothing. Nigga, my mama raised a hustler. You understand? I think we showed it before. But for a lot of us, that's our story. You know what I'm saying? I was 15 slanging at school. Like it was something to be like, nigga, I'm hustling, I'm getting it. I don't need.
Ain't no way, boy.
I didn't like wearing the same clothes twice. My mama worked a job that made probably $12 an hour. And I had 2 other kids living in the house. My stepdaddy had a job making $15 an hour and he paying child support on 2 other kids. So he probably really making $7 an hour. So they just paying bills. But I'm not finna wear the same clothes every day. But I ain't finna ask nobody for nothing. I ain't finna beg. I ain't finna, nope, I'm finna go get it. And I took penitentiary out, man. I went to, you know what I'm saying? I done had community service and all that. Trying to be hyper independent. Could have got myself in way more trouble than the Most High. Kept me out of a lot of trouble.
That's right.
But that stuff real. Keep reading.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 18 and 19.
All right, that was it. All right. So go to number 11. We got to skip the what's name. Play that real quick.
Y'all really never had a conversation about your childhood and how it affected you when he didn't claim you as your son, as his son.
I never got to get
so
to
y'all
that,
never really got to get to that.
I just blocked it out, to real dog. Like, bro, I blocked it out. Like,
don't cry, man.
I blocked that shit out, bro. That's why I told you. I just want to holler at him this one time. After that, bro, we ain't gotta say nothing. We don't gotta say nothing in life, dog. I'll leave you alone. I'll leave him alone. I swear to God, bro. Diane Grave, I'll leave him alone, dog. But you steady walking in the same clubhouse where we both at, nigga. Don't say nothing but me and shake everybody in. I be feeling some type of way. I hold it in.
Y'all.
Yeah, that's sad, ain't it? But there's sadness because, you know, like we read in the book, we taught to suppress those feelings because crying as a man shows, or is often interpreted as weakness. That's why you don't cry. Coming over there, giving them a hug. Sometimes women just make stuff worse.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a baby. I'm a grown ass man. Move around. If I'm crying, I got to. But anyway, so that's really anger. And now I'm even more mad because now I'm crying. So now I got to show you I ain't no beat because I'm crying. You know what I'm telling you? Bruh. And that come from bottling, suppressing that stuff. Eventually it's going to spill over. It's going to come out. Go ahead.
Can I get a script?
Go ahead.
Hey, go to Psalms 107, verse 13. Now we cry to the Lord, but I would want to put a point here because this is go back to what you're talking about. Yeah.
Psalms chapter 107 and verse 13.
Read.
Then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble.
And what?
In their trouble.
Read.
And he saved them out of their distress.
We be going through distress. So we cry to the Lord. And like you saying, it's like in moments where it's like, man, somebody gotta hear this. What better is the Lord, because he gonna give us the solution. He gonna help heal us. That's what we gotta go to. So we do that in our oppressed state, in our distress. And that's what we're seeing.
Yep. Go play the next video.
We have dads, but dads are not teaching us how to be men. We're growing up by ourselves. Sometimes this shit seems like we are a mistake, bro. Truthfully speaking, how are you gonna give birth to someone and not give them the mentorship for them to be able to succeed? You know, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, they're not raising me because they weren't raised as well. They raised themselves. A lot of us are struggling. Our dads are not having one-on-one conversation with us. Our moms are not having one-on-one conversations with us. Whether you're a girl or a guy and you are out there raising yourself, find a community and grow in that community. It's almost like our parents gave birth to us and let us figure everything out. And this is why sometimes people start to question themselves. What am I doing here? I didn't ask to be here. We're not being mentored. But look, I'm not gonna sit here and blame them because they probably also raised themselves. And it probably goes generations back. They also raised themselves. But that stops with us now. So yeah, man, take it or leave it, man.
So there's not present but absent, meaning physically present, but you're not having them conversations and things of that nature. And he say find a community, but it's not that simple, because the communities that we often find are even more toxic.
Be jacked up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's gangs, there's fraternities, there's the damn wicked ass evil Christian church. You understand? False religions, all of that. So all praise to the Most High. Get Psalm 68, verse 5. Let's go back to what we read about the true religion. Read that real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
A father of the fatherless.
So God is a father of the fatherless. Read.
And a judge of the widows. Is God in his holy habitation.
Read.
God set it the solitary.
Read it again.
God set it the solitary in families.
Right, the solitary is the lonely. The person that feels neglected by their father or abandoned by their father. God sets them in where?
In families.
In families. That's this truth. That's the community. Right. The 12 tribes of Israel united in Christ. All right, but anyway, go to the next. Go to the next. Let's go. Or is it? We on the book now? Or nah? Yeah, we on the book now. Read that real quick.
Chapter 2, a father's neglect. When present lacks participation, absence leaves a void. Neglect leaves a question. How can someone be here and I still feel alone? Father neglect is more psychologically complex than father absent. When a father is absent, the loss is clear. But when he is physically present yet emotionally disengaged, the child often blames themselves. He works hard, he provides, he's tired, he's stressed. So the child minimizes their own unmet needs. Think of biblical kings like David, Solomon, Josiah, and Hezekiah, great men of wisdom and power, yet often absent from the day-to-day formation of their children because of their own responsibilities, endeavors, lusts, and failures. Galatians 4:1, speak of children and heirs being under governors and tutors until the time appointed of the father, illustrating that even in scriptures, a father can be present in name and position, yet not available in spirit.
Right. So that's some heavy stuff right there.
That's right.
So, as a father, that's why I do Deuteronomy 6 real quick. And we're gonna have to do a part 2 or something. Let's go. Cause read that real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
When thou sittest in thine house. So Deacon Joshua, he often bring this up when he talks about fatherhood, and he bring up how he walk his son to school and things of that nature, and just emphasizing the importance of taking that time to have those conversations and pouring into your son instead of just, I provide, we keeping the commandments. I provide the stability. You know what I'm saying? No, as a father, you have to apply this. This is a law in itself. When you sit in your house, you're supposed to be showing and teaching your children how to apply God's commandments. Go ahead.
And when thou walkest by the way.
When you walk by the way, go ahead.
And when thou liest down. And when thou risest up.
So there's 4 instances where not only your presence, your physical presence is required, but your spiritual contribution is required.
Right.
You see that? That's Bible. That's solution. Go ahead.
And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand.
All right. So now, for the sake of time, give me that last book page and then that last video.
Let's go.
Romans 8:28.
Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called.
Oh, my bad. I did want you to start at the "you are not your father's failure." Matter of fact, before we read it, go to the TikTok before this real quick, and then I want to play that.
Let's go.
So, the one with the sister. Yep. So Bishop Nathaniel had posted this a few days ago, maybe last week or something like that, and it really, me having a daughter, I damn near shed a tear. But play that real quick.
True blessing in life to have an amazing dad. You're telling me I can call my dad at any time and that man will come to my rescue? I can call him and tell him I need help. And even if he doesn't have a solution, he will find a way. You're telling me that I can ask my dad for anything. Somehow he comes up with it. Having a good dad is such a blessing. Man that you can truly count on, that will love you in your shadow and in your light, that calls you beautiful, that tells you you mean the world to him. Not only does your dad shower you with the most beautiful words, but he also defends them with his actions. Having an amazing dad is someone that has set the standard in your life. There's no way you can have that kind of dad. Settle for the bare minimum. Because if your dad can love you so deeply and show up for you in every single season, absolutely love and adore you, find every solution to keep you happy, make sure to choose your partner properly. Because one day that man that you choose will become that amazing dad to your daughter. I am so lucky and so blessed to have the dad that I do. His love, his admiration, the way he still provides for me in every grown age is a blessing. I love my dad so much.
So they just show you the reverse effect. So not having a father produces, immoral women and women with a lot of baggage and broken relationships and all of that. But the reverse effect, when you're a present, active father, a loving father, that woman is confident, she's secure. You understand? She's not going to end up with no bum-ass nigga because the standard is so high because of you. And you still there. Yeah. So I'm like watching this, I'm like, Z-girl ain't got no worries unless something happened to me or something. You know what I'm saying? She good. But I don't want to trigger people that, don't have that amazing dad. So now go back to that book page.
Let's go.
So this is what we got to understand. Read that real quick.
You are not your father's failure. You are responsible for what you do with what happened. And that responsibility is not a burden, it is power. Romans 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. God does not waste pain. He repurposes it. The child who lacks affirmation can become a father who gives it.
You see that? A child who lacks affirmation can become a father or mother who gives it. All praise to the Most High. So just because you got daddy issues don't mean that you just going to be an effed up person. The truth, this Bible, this gospel is able to reform all of us. And guess what the Lord gives us? Give me that in 1 Timothy 5:1, then we'll close it out. So we have the opportunity through the wisdom that God gives us to break the cycle by becoming the fathers and mothers who give the affirmation that we lack. But also us as grown people. Watch this. Read that.
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father.
As a what?
As a father.
Come on.
And the younger men as brethren.
Read.
The elder women as mothers.
And the elder women as mothers. So what is this showing you? When you come into God's community, you understand the family of Israel, you reap 100-fold what you lost that didn't have in the world.
Yeah.
For real. And I don't fault my daddy. I understand it was a lot of different circumstances. And that's another thing too. It's no profit in bearing any hatred to your father or mother or any parent, either one of them. The law is honor your father and mother, right? So I had to learn, instead of being angry at my daddy and blaming my daddy, I had to get peace by understanding. He was 18 when I was born. My mama moved me 450 miles away. You understand? He didn't have no father. He didn't know how to be a father, let alone from long distance. You know what I'm saying? So he was screwed from the get-go. So I understand, but, we grown and, we can talk or whatever, but when I need advice, when I need guidance, especially dealing with my children in my household, I can call Bishop Kanai. I can go to Bishop Kanai's house and sit down all day for hours, my kids playing with his kids, me and his older sons, we chopping it up, we getting in the scriptures. I ain't got to sit through hours of cigarette smoke. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to my daddy, but you know what I'm saying? The Lord blessed me with spiritual fathers, just like all of us. So, all praise to the Most High. We way over time. Lord's willing, we can go over this again and go over it more in depth and more better. But Lord's willing, I was edified. Lord's willing, we'll be back next week with more on Let's Talk Truth. Shalom.
If my life depended on the love you have for me, I know I will live forever.